It would have to be the coup of a lifetime, like Money Heist, the Unionistas de Salamanca coach Daniel Pons said. If his team was going to beat Barcelona in the Copa del Rey, he reckoned, they would have to hatch and execute the perfect plan. Audacious and outrageous, no mistakes. It was a long shot, that's for sure. A tiny fan-owned club, founded in 2013, Unionistas play their league games in the third tier. They calculated that one cup game against Barcelona had raised as much in funds as in an entire season. Robert Lewandowski earns as much in 6 hours as the typical Unionistas player in a year. And yet half an hour into their meeting at the Reina Sofia on Thursday night, a deep cross from the left dropped Alvaro Gomez, and with a superb side-footed volley, with all my soul, as he put it, he guided the ball past Iñaki Peña and into the net. For the home fans, this was the best thing they could ever imagine. For Barcelona, it was just about the worst. But the worst thing wasn't the fact Gomez had just scored or that Unionistas, who play league games against their B team, now led. The worst thing was that it wasn't even that surprising. Right before the Copa del Rey fixture, in the heart of Riyadh, tension hummed thick in the air as FC Barcelona faced a painful 4-1 defeat against Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey. For fans, it was a harsh reality check, challenging their hopes of surpassing their eternal rivals this season. Barca's head coach, Xavi Hernandez, maintained optimism despite a 7-point deficit in La Liga. However, the footballing reality showcased on Sunday night seemed to disagree, declaring the uphill battle nearly impossible. Real Madrid's dominance was evident as they outplayed Barcelona with superior speed, aggression, and football finesse. Despite Barcelona's injury-stricken squad, including notable names like Ter Stegen, Gavi, and Pedri, Madrid fans argued that their team had navigated through absences as well. Real Madrid's robust squad depth emerged as a key factor, with players like Brahim Diaz stepping up and veterans such as Modric and Kroos offering consistency. The absence of key players like Eder Militao and Courtois was managed adeptly by coach Carlo Ancelotti. Gavi's knee injury dealt a severe blow to Barcelona, lacking the pace and aggression he brings to the midfield. Pedri's recurring muscle problems further limited Barca's ability to increase the pace of the game. Inigo Martinez, though quickly becoming a first-choice player, struggled with a concerning injury history. The crux of Barcelona's struggle on Sunday night lay in their tactics. Playing a high defensive line against Real Madrid's counterattack proved disastrous. With an aging Lewandowski and a partially fit Pedri, the lack of pressure on Madrid's defense allowed them to exploit spaces and capitalize on the pace of Vinicius and Rodrigo. It became apparent that Xavi's plan had failed, and the absence of a viable plan B raised concerns about Barcelona's future performance. Despite potential victories against lesser sides, winning La Liga seemed increasingly elusive. Amidst the tactical woes, a glaring issue stood out: Oriol Romeu's struggles. Prominent Q Redditors bring attention to the drop in defensive performance and compare it to the effectiveness of Sergio Busquets in the previous season. The Redditors highlights Romeu's challenges in both destroying and building the game, expressing concern about his performance in crucial matches. Despite Xavi's preference for alternatives like Ilkay Gundogan, the absence of a reliable pivot in the team is evident. Few Redditors question the club's decision to prioritize Tidronho in January, advocating for a search for a dependable pivot, akin to Rijkaard's Barca fixing issues by acquiring Edgar Davids on loan. As Barcelona navigates through injuries and tactical dilemmas, the looming concerns about Oriol Romeu and the attack, particularly Ferran Torres, cast shadows over the team's ambitions. Will the necessary tweaks be made, or is Barcelona destined for a season of unfulfilled potential? Only time will tell.